Howdy ho, folks. It's HC. Sorry I missed you last week. It was a week around here. Let's just put it that way. Um, so, top five classics I didn't like is the topic for this week, or again, last week, whatever. For this particular top five Tuesday. Um, so, I am not necessarily casting aspersions on the literary value of these works. Eh, necessarily. I'm sticking with classics I didn't like. Um, so, very subjective. Most things are on this site because, yeah. Um, but, yeah. Anyway, classics I didn't like. Let's go with that. Number one, and I could kind of cheat here and use this particular thing several times, but I won't. But I have here the complete novels of Jane Austen. Please don't hate me for this, but I could fill up four of the spots with things from this book. So let's just put down. Well, I'm not. That would be cheating. So let's just put down everything but Emma as something I didn't like. Emma would classify as something I didn't dislike. Let's put it that way. It's one that I would be willing to read again, probably, but I'm not in a rush to. Anyway, sorry, Jane. Sorry, Jane fans, but no. Okay, so that's number one plus. Okay. Um, Number two, I could cheat with this one as well because I could use this. Um, uh, yeah, I dislike this next one so much that I really feel I could use it several times. Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness. I can think of nothing redeeming about my experience with this book, the contents of this book, the prose, the point of view. Here's the one good thing about this particular book, Apocalypse Now. Um, uh, I'm so glad we have that movie. Um, uh, I'm so glad those poor actors and crew endured what they had to. But frankly, it what all they went through, if you watch the documentaries or read about it, to me feels lesser than what they went through to what I went through to read this book. I'm telling you, I just no, just didn't do anything for me. Um, I thought about having a friend on to talk about his experience with old Heart of Darkness, um, but once he got started, it would probably take a half an hour at least just to get him to run out of steam, which I would have enjoyed, but probably no one else would have, unless of course you read this book. And yeah, I don't know, maybe you liked it, but no, I could really, yeah, this I could do a top five like of books classics I didn't like and just list this five times. Um, but I won't because that feels like cheating. Um, so what's one, two, number three? Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, it's supposed to be here. Scarlet Letter. Uh, yeah, I know American Puritanism, particularly American Puritanism, had some flaws. I get that. And by the time Hawthorne comes around, we're definitely past the best of American Puritans. Um, and undoubtedly, a lot of what he has to say about the last gasps of American Puritanism has something to it. But I do not like his portrayal of them. I do not care for this story. I do just nothing. Um, Probably, I'm going to bet at least three of my kids, maybe all four. I think one of them maybe managed to dodge Hawthorne in his high school times, but at least 3 of my kids are probably going to list Nathaniel Hawthorne's, maybe The Scarlet Letter, maybe something else by him, as one of the classics that they hate the most. Why? Because they had to put up with me going on a rant about Nathaniel Hawthorne. And didn't matter if they overheard me giving that rant to their older sibling or not, they still had to endure it. No, I just, I cannot stand this book. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is James Joyce, Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man. I told you a couple weeks ago when I mentioned that I wasn't interested in reading Ulysses, that we'd be talking about Joyce again, and hey, here we are. Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man. That, by the way, is the same cover of the copy that I had in high school, that I was handed in high school. I think the Conrad was too. But anyway, this I definitely know. I read the first paragraph, maybe even the first page. Is a half a page. Yeah, because that means half a page to anyone who's not in front of me. Anyway, read the first paragraph. I'm like, okay, this is quirky. I can kind of dig this. I read the rest of the first page, or first half page, whatever. All right. Turn the page. Okay, yeah. And it just went downhill from there. I don't care how I know theoretically fantastic art. He's doing a lot of amazing things here. I did not care for the experience. I did not find anything appealing outside of the moo cow bit. And that's, what, sentence 1, paragraph 1, something like that. No, I remember almost nothing about this, which kind of goes with what I remember about the book, really, or what I understood about the book. That's not fair. I actually think I kind of got most of it, but yeah, just no. Sorry, no, not gonna do that. Again, didn't enjoy. Feel free to tell me what I should have enjoyed about it. Actually, I don't care. Number 5. Look Homeward Angel by Thomas Wolfe. I read this for a 20th century novel class, although we did not get very far in the 20th century. It really should have been called early 20th century, to be honest. What can I say about Look Homeward Angel? 1929. Yeah. I don't know. He had. Am I correct in thinking that Thomas Wolfe had the same editor as Fitzgerald? I think so. The editor that made Fitzgerald. Thomas Wolfe, I think, had the same editor, and he did not work the same magic. I remember finding this entire experience really unpleasant. I can remember almost nothing about this book, which is another reason it made the list, because it wasn't even good enough for me to remember much of the plot. Just barest, vaguest outline. What I do remember, and this is not Wolfe's fault, but I had a professor who I'm going to guess was late 50s, early 60s, gray-haired guy, been giving the same lecture on this book probably for at least 10 years. Lectures on this book for at least 10 years. By the time I got to hear him give it. And there is a scene where a, I believe prostitute, maybe just woman of ill repute, who is taunting our hero, Eugene Gant, and doing a lascivious dance and mocking him. And that professor kept coming back to that scene and doing his approximation of what that dance might have been. And that I remember more than anything else in this book. And probably will, until Alzheimer's grants me relief from that. Won't give me any other kind of relief, but it'll give me relief from that. So there you go. Those are the 5 books that, or 5 classics that I didn't like. Please, please fill up the comments, or whatever, telling me that I missed something. Unless you're a Jane Austen fan, I know. I'm an uneducated swine. I get it. So that's that. One top 5, another top 5 Tuesday down, and we will be back in a little bit with the next. Thanks.